Shalom from Eli. This Shabbat we finished the book of the desert. The whole generation that went out of Egypt is already gone. And now we are about to enter the land. The first step towards the land was led by Moshe Rabbeinu himself. He won the big enemies that they were the east side of the Jordan, Sichon and Og. And after they found out that the east side of the Jordan is a beautiful area, came up 2 tribes and a half, Reuven, Gad, and Menashe, and they asked Moshe to stay at the east side of the Jordan. Can you imagine? Someone has the chance to enter into the land towards Yerushalayim, and he preferred to stay in the east side of the Jordan. Why? Because they had a lot of goats and lambs, and they saw that the east side is beautiful with a lot of fields, a lot of water. So they said to Moshe, we prefer to leave our stuff here. What was the response of Moshe? He told them, how can you do that? Are you following the same sin that the last generation did? You don't remember what happened last time with the spies that they didn't want to enter the land? We were traveling 40 years in the desert, changing the whole generation. How come? What do you think, that we will fight the west side of Jordan River and you will stay here? You did? You finished? So they told him, no. We understand. We want to take part. We will leave our kids and our goats here, and we will come with you. We will be even the pioneers. We will go in front of the camp. We will fight with you to occupy Israel, and then we will come back. Okay, this sounds much better. So Moshe tells them, okay, that's all right. We'll make a condition. Everyone will know that you will be the first soldiers, the best soldiers. And only after we finish to occupy the land, it will be in the times of Yeshua, you will go back to your families, you will go back to your business. That was the condition. And actually, when we finish to read the 5 books of Torah, and we start to read Yeshua, how he occupied the land, so we saw that they were there. And they were exactly as they said, one of the first. When they finished 14 years of occupying the land, they went back to their families. But then, listen what happened. They crossed the river, Reuven, Gad, and half of the tribe of Menashe, and they built a huge altar. Huge one, that you can see it all over. And once the other tribes heard that those tribes built a big altar, what they thought? They thought they want to build a temple instead of the one of Shiloh. At that time, Yerushalayim was not yet the place of the temple. It was in Shiloh. So they gathered all the tribes in Shiloh and they said, we're going to fight them. How come? They want to split the heart of the Israel people. So they sent some messengers to those tribes. And what was their answer? They told them, No, we had no intent to use this altar. We know the altar is in Shiloh. But what we are afraid, because we are in the east side of the Jordan, we are far away, what will be the next generation? Your son will say to their sons, who is these people? They are far away. They are not part of us. And our son, what they will say? We don't know them. We are not the same people. We are not all the children of Israel. That's why we build this big altar, just for a sign. Just for a sign, believe us. They believed them. And this part of the history finished nice. That really those tribes were part of the children of Israel. But it's not easy to live far away from Yerushalayim. And we know that later on, these 2.5 tribes, they were outside the border. Actually, they were the first one to be influenced by the idols around. And later on, when the East Empire, Ashur, came, the first one to leave Israel, it was these 2.5 tribes. So what we learn from that those who prefer to stay out of the land because of their business, even if in the first generation, they are doing well. They are taking part, they are part of the soldiers, they even ready to kill themselves to occupy the land. But you have to live very close to the heart to feel connection. That's why they were the first one to leave. And we pray that today, all those Jews around who are much far than the east side of the Jordan, even in America, they will find the right way how to keep themselves, their identity of being a Jews. And for those who are not Jews yet, we know that they can pray for Yerushalayim, no matter where they are, and to feel connected to the idea of Torah. Because from Zion tetzeh Torah, and the words of Hashem from Yerushalayim. Shabbat Shalom, להתראות.